guys, and welcome back to the channel. I'm hoping that you all are having a lovely day today. So today we are back at the channel with another speed build. It's been a while since I've done one, but today I finally finished this home. So I got inspired to build this house, by the way, with the new update that we've gotten, I think now 2 days ago. And with that update, we've gotten a few new careers, I think 3, and also a few new build and buy mode objects, which I was really happy with. There was a new desk, a new chair, a laptop, a pencil holder, a bookshelf, and probably some other things that I'm forgetting right now. But the most important thing that came with that update was the release of the StrangerVille plants. You know, those plants that you see all over this gorgeous world and that we couldn't access. Those plants and trees, they gotten released. You probably already know that, but I got inspired by that. I really wanted to build something, you know, mid-century modern in StrangerVille, and then landscaping it with all the plants. So this is not as a large lot as I needed. I actually needed like a 50 by 50 to really landscape everything in, but this is a 30 by 40. I think this is the second largest lot in this world. You also have the 64 by 64, but that is the secret laboratory, so I didn't want to build there. So we're building here. It's a 2-story mid-century modern home. I styled it inside also very mid-century modern, really a throwback to like the 70s, going with bold colors like oranges and yellows and, you know, all that jazz. I think it looks really good. Definitely one of my more favorite styles in furnishing a home, especially in The Sims, is mid-century modern or either modern. So I really went all out and I love the end result. So for the front of the house, this part right here, I knew I really wanted to make it very eye-catching. That's why I'm keeping this side of the house a little bit more open. You know, the porch on the right side, it's more enclosed and private because we have 2 large windows there. But at the front, where we have the hallway and the front door, I kept it a bit open so that you could really see it when you look at the house. Also decided to have fun with the pathway. I didn't want it to do like a normal pathway. I decided to do a curved pathway. Those are also a lot of fun to do. You know, a little bit tricky because you need to try and make everything flow together, but I think the curves look really cute. And then of course landscaping everything with the newly released cacti and aloe vera plants, and I don't know what other plants are, but they are really cute. So, you know, adding them everywhere and also adding some flowers and such. And yeah, I really like this little home. So this house is gonna have 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, living kitchen, dining, and a nice sized office. If you don't like offices or if you don't really use them, you can definitely convert the office into another bedroom so that you would have a 4-bedroom home. But at this point, it's a 3-bedroom, 1 office home. Upstairs, we have the 2 children's bedrooms. There will be a teen girls and a kids girls bedroom. And then downstairs will be the master bedroom. And I actually made this house for a single mom, but you can have like, you know, a couple if you want to, but a single mom really felt, you know, fun for the storyline that I was telling. So the mom in this home, she is not an old actress, she was an actress. Now, not anymore. She decided to move to StrangerVille with her 2 daughters, you know, after her divorce. And then, you know, they move here and now they see all these strange things happening. So they aren't really conspiracy theorists or something like that. They're just a normal family that decided to move into StrangerVille, you know, and they see all these weird stuff happening. that's kind of the story that I'm at right now with this family, but I didn't really, you know, work it out yet. Anyways, this is the backyard. I really like the backyard. I decided to add in that really large pool slide that we've gotten with the backyard stuff pack. Because StrangerVille is always really hot. It's a really desert environment. I felt that the slide fit it in perfectly because it's always hot. You need to cool down a lot, and then having a slide in your, you know, in your backyard would make it more fun and, you know, just enjoyable. And also it makes my Sims do more outside. So they have been playing a lot with the pool, definitely loving that, and with the slide. And I really tried to landscape the slide in. I didn't want to throw it, you know, on the lot and, you know, like, I don't know, like a jungle bar or something like that. I wanted it to be landscaped in, and that's why I added in, you know, those plants and such on the side so that it looked like it belonged. So yeah, that's basically it for this little part. I do make, you know, some shaded area, or, you know, it's not really shaded because it's open, but it looks really nice. So I liked that. And then I'm gonna add in like a seating area and, you know, all that jazz here, making a monkey bar area. So this is where the children can play. Also adding in that redstone that got released with the pack as well. I'm really sad that it's like a bundle of redstones and not separate stones, because if they were separate, I could maybe work a little bit better with them, or maybe just, you know, like the bunches that we have right now, and then maybe one separate stone so that I could integrate it more, because now I'm using the other stone which has not the same color, and yeah, it's not really very practical to use them, but I did try to use the red stones in the backyard because they look really nice. I love that red color on them. So here adding in a window on the back of the house, just so that we have a little bit more natural light. And this area where I added in the windows is gonna be the master bedroom. So the master bedroom is downstairs, really handy if your Sims, you know, become elders. I don't think that they really want to use the stairs as much. I mean, if I look at my mother, she's an elder. She's over 60 years old, and she has a hard time going up and down the stairs. So, you know, having a master suite downstairs on the first level is actually really handy. That is something that I kind of regret for my new home. My new home has all the bedrooms upstairs, and this is gonna be my forever home. So I do need to figure out how we are gonna do that when we're like older, and the stairs is gonna be more, you know, more of a situation for us to go up. Maybe, you know, not as easy anymore. Probably gonna add in like a chair that you can go up the stairs with. It's like a little lift that you can, you know, attach to your staircase, and it takes you up. I don't know really how to explain it. My grandmother had that. It looked really weird, but she loved to use it. It's made her, you know, live in her house longer. She actually lived in that house until the day she died, you know, and it was a 2-story home. So she never went into a retirement home or anything like that. And even my other grandmother, who also passed away, she also stayed in that house until the day she died. She never moved, and also a 2-story home. So it's definitely doable, but you know, you need to adjust your house when you grow older. Why am I talking about this anyways? You're probably all very young. So yeah, anyways, we are furnishing the living room. I love the colors that I'm using in the living room. That gorgeous green color. I really like that. I wish there were more items in the game with that green color. We have something that looks a little bit similar, but it's a bit too bold, you know. It isn't as muted as this green that you see on the couch, and I love that. Also loving the setup that I'm creating here with the television, you know, adding in little details and clutter items. And I really love that the painting that we've gotten. It's a painting, you guys can see it there on top of the shelf. It has a few really nice recolors. It's actually a standing painting for against the wall. What I really love how those look on shelves. So I'm adding them to a bunch of places on shelves. It looks really nice. Here, adding in the dining table, I also, you know, scooched in a bar. If you didn't notice that, my Sims always needs a bar, and especially in a mid-century modern home, that was actually really common to have a, you know, a bar or something somewhere around the house. So I know a bar fitted in perfectly with what I wanted to do here. Here I'm trying to see, do I want to add in a console table on the back of the couch, but you know, it was interfering with the walkway a little too much, so I didn't do that. And then here trying to decide on which tiling I wanted to use. So I knew I wanted to go for something bold and colorful because the entire house is very bold and colorful. So we are going with the Parenthood tiling with the orange and blue in there. It really ties in with what we have going on in the dining room, because the dining room rug is also orange and it has like a tiny hint of blue somewhere, I think, or not. I'm not sure. But anyway, I think it looked really nice. And then adding in the fridge from the Parenthood pack as well. And I tried to make it a built-in looking fridge. So I hope I succeeded in that. So that is the second floor. As you guys can see, there are 2 bedrooms, 1 full bath, really handy. And then down here, you know, adding in some clutter objects and such like that, just to make it look really lived in and homey. And yeah, that's basically what I'm doing right now. And also adding in that fan. I always forget that we have a fan in the game that we've gotten with a free update, I think a few months ago. It's a really gorgeous fan. I love how it looks in you know, in real time. You see the fan spinning and such, and I think it really fitted in with the era of it's not an error, Mona, with the timeline of this house. You know, it's like, in my opinion, maybe built in the 70s. And in the 70s, everyone had like ceiling fans. Even my mother had a ceiling fan up until, you know, the 2000s. We had one in our other home. But then when we moved, we did not have a ceiling fan. But I think that ceiling fan that we had is still hanging in that old home of ours. I don't think the current people that are living there right now even took it off. It's still there. So yeah, anyways, so furnishing the office, I really tried to tie in that gorgeous green color somewhere that we have, you know, on the outside of the house. I really wanted to take that in, so I used it here in the office, tied it in with some blues and oranges, so that the house looks, you know, it looks like it's one, how do you call it? I don't know. It looks like it blends all together. You know, every room has like a different color scheme, but I think it works all really well. And also added in an outdoor patio of the office area so that your Sims can relax and chill at nighttime, maybe with the fireplace on. I think that would be really nice and relaxing. And then here I have that new shelf, and I was trying to figure out where to use it. Ended up using it there in that little corner because that was empty. And of course I needed to use the new chair and the new desk because I forgot about them, but then I remembered, like, I think we've gotten something new for in the office area. So here adding in that painting that you can place on the floor. I placed it on a shelf, and then here adding in that new desk. I love that desk. It's a very IKEA vibe desk. It's a desk that I really wanted to buy for my new home, but I'm not gonna, because sadly I need something a bit less bulky and more open flowy, because my office in my new home is actually really tiny. It's a 2 meter by 2.5 meter office, so it's really small, so that would not fit, but it's a really nice desk. And then here making the master bedroom. So the master bedroom is really large. It has its own ensuite ensuite bathroom. So actually there are 3-bed bathrooms. Oh my gosh, I forgot. I said 2, but there are actually 3 full bathrooms. So there's a bathroom here in this little corner. There's a bathroom in the hallway, a full, and there's a full bathroom upstairs. So there are 3 bathrooms, 4 bedrooms, and the office, which you can convert into a bedroom so that you can have 4 bedrooms if you want to. And if you actually want 4, if you know, 5, I mean, if you want 5 bedrooms, 4 are not enough. You can even convert the garage if you want to. I personally wouldn't do that because I really like the garage as it is. It's like a little area for doing your laundry. There's also a listening device, you know, for StrangerVille. I mean, we're living in StrangerVille. We needed a listening device, but it's up, you know, in the garage. The family isn't using it at this point because they're not really started and invested in the StrangerVille, you know, story yet, but they're gonna, you know, they have met the neighbors, they found them really weird, but they aren't at that point yet that they're like, I need to investigate what's going on. But they definitely will, so I do needed a listening device somewhere, and that's why I placed it inside the garage, and then later on they're probably gonna move it inside the office and they're really gonna play with it more. So yeah, here working on the garage, adding in the listening device, and then, you know, trying to find some stuff to fill in the garage. And I really like how the garage ended up. So some large old bookcases, you know, that my family doesn't really use. A old car also gotten with the new update. They released it from the StrangerVille pack. Clutter items. So I thought, you know, why not have a old dismantled car there, and maybe mom likes to work on cars, you know, tune them or something, and those are like old pieces. Adding in some tires, and then an old vent, because why not? And then here the laundry section. I love adding in laundry rooms into garages because a garage is actually non-functional in The Sims. We don't have cars, but I really like how a garage looks from the outside. It makes a house look so much more realistic. I mean, not every house has a garage. The house that I'm living in right now, this house, the old one, does has a garage. We actually don't use it as a garage. We always park our car outside. And then in the garage, my husband has his not a woodworking table, but you know, like a table where he does all our repairs. He has oh my gosh, what kind of junk does he have? There are fridges are there, his fishing stuff, all his fishing gear is in there, and then, you know, the children, their bicycles. So it's not a garage for the car, but we do store a lot of stuff in there, you know, that we use actually daily, because the bicycles will be used daily. Also, my husband is always working on his fishing thingies there. I don't know what it is, but he does it all there. So we do use that room every day, but just not as a car garage. And I like that. I like that, and that's also an idea that I always try to bring in The Sims. You know, yes, we don't have cars. Yes, the garages aren't functional, but they are functional in other ways. And for me, that is a realistic way to use them, because not everyone parks their car in their garage, especially in our street. No one parks their car in a garage. They all use it for something else, which I think is hilarious and fun. And I think it's like really a good way to use your garage. So anyway, here we are furnishing the upstairs bathroom. Like I said, a full bathroom. So I decided to go with bold colors again, and this oh my gosh, how do you call that? It's a shower and tub in one from the Parenthood pack. I just thought that it was really handy for the children, so they can either take a shower or take a nice long bath. So yeah, I liked that. And also adding in the, how do you call it? The poopy, no, the litter box. Oh my gosh, I was like, the poop box for the cat. No, I added in the litter box for the cat because we have 2 cats here in this family. I love adding pets to my household, especially cats. I don't know, cats are so much fun. And why I also really like cats in the game is you don't need to take them for walks. Walking with the dog in The Sims and in real life is actually something that I don't really like to do. Here, Selena actually goes walking with Coco every day. I also do it like once or twice a day, but she does the majority of all the walks. But she is still young, you know, she's 13 years old. She needs to, you know, come outside more, because if she's not walking the dog, she's just sitting inside watching her telephone, you know, or playing video games. She never goes out, but with the dog, she does. But anyways, walking the dog in The Sims is actually something that I don't really like doing, and that's why I usually have cats. Cats are awesome. You don't need to walk them. You just need to play with them and feed them and pet them, and that's it. So, and sometimes you need to go to the vet as well, because they do get sick, you know, once in a while in The Sims, or actually a lot. My dogs and cats get sick a lot, if I think about it now. I always have, you know, those wellness treats in my inventory for when they get sick. I just can treat them right away. I actually don't like going to the veterinarian in the game because it takes so long. You know, we need to travel there. I hate traveling, and I prefer to play on my lot, or sometimes just in the little neighborhood that I'm at. And then when I do travel, I don't know, going to the vet is just one of those things I don't like doing, either in real life and in The Sims. So yeah. Anyways, I really love how everything is taking shape. I loved the colors that we were using in the teen girl's bedroom. Definitely love that vibrant yellow with that vibrant blue that we're using. Goes with the style that we are going for, you know, that mid-century modern style. You can definitely go with bold colors, so I loved that. Also here, fixing the landscaping a little bit because it disappeared again. That is something that happens quite often, even after the update. My landscaping, or not my landscaping, my terrain paints keep disappearing, which is such a pain. So this is the girl's bedroom, by the way, and she actually wants to be a veterinarian. Really handy, so when the cats does get sick, you know, she can treat them at home. Maybe if, you know, we can set up a vet station later on when she grows older. I don't know, but she wants to be a veterinarian. That's why we have some vet posters here and there. She's also a llama scout. She loves arts and crafts. And so that is also really nice. And I also added in some toys here and there, you know, so that it's really fun for them to play. So here, creating, you know, a little area for the kids to relax. So downstairs we have our main living room with a television, you know, a bar and such, but it's more like focused on mommy. You know, there's a bar, there's a television. It's like mommy's little area. But the kids really like to hang out up here. They have their own tiny little television. But, you know, the little girl loves to watch Between on the television right there. And also, you know, her big sister would like to sit there and talk to her. They're like real good friends. So that's awesome. And then here adding in, you know, some mystery posters from the StrangerVille pack. I really do like those posters. They are really, I don't know, there are fun little elements on those posters, and the colors are really nice. They're soft, go with a lot of things inside the house. So I love using the StrangerVille posters. And then here finishing off the outside patio area, you know, the walkway to the slide. I needed to landscape that, or, you know, add in like a walkway because it looked unfinished, and also adding in a few of the plants on that, you know, that little corner right there, and then adding in a little bit terrain paint just so that it looks a bit more natural. Also love that little palm tree right there that I'm using. It's a gorgeous little palm, and I don't know why I don't really use that as often, but I'm definitely need to make a note of that it's in the game, and that I shouldn't use it more because it's a really nice little palm tree. So here adding in all the lights for the surrounding, you know, landscaping or for the garden. I love to add in lights, you know, outside of the house. It gives it a really finished feeling, which I love. So that is what I did. And also furnishing the final room, because I almost forgot about this room, and that is the master bathroom. So I am going with a very dark color palette in the bathroom because the master suite is also actually really dark, actually a bit more masculine, especially for a single mom. It's not as feminine as it needs to be, but I just loved the idea of a darker colored master bedroom. It fitted in perfectly with that red rug that we're using there, and then combining in with all the blues, and it's just really nice, and I love how that, ended up looking. So here adding in some curtains and such, because I do appreciate some privacy for my children, and I think that's it. That is the end of the speed build, going into screenshots so you guys can see the floor plan right now. A lot of people always ask me about floor plan shots, so there they were. So I'm hoping that you enjoyed this little speed build of mine. It's been a while since I've done one, and I really enjoyed doing this one. I actually have 6 more projects running. I need to finish a house in some point, but keep an eye on the channel if you want to see more of me. Like the video if you liked it, and of course if you want to never miss a video, just subscribe, hit that button, hit the notification bell, and you would never ever miss a video of mine. So that's it, you guys. I'm hoping that you all are gonna enjoy this gorgeous day today, and hopefully I will see you all in the next one. Bye bye.